Welcome to our vibrant podcast on mastering English fluency. Today, we're diving into the art of speaking like a pro. Sarah, why is English fluency such a game changer in global communication?
Thanks for having me. English fluency opens doors to a world of opportunities. It's like having a universal key that unlocks connections across continents. When I first moved to Japan, speaking fluent English allowed me to engage effortlessly in international business meetings.
That's a fantastic example. Yet, some argue that focusing too much on English might overshadow local languages. What's your take on maintaining this balance?
A valid concern indeed. While English facilitates global dialogue, preserving one's native tongue is equally vital. I remember a colleague in Brazil who seamlessly switched between English and Portuguese, enriching her cultural identity while thriving globally.
Looking forward, how can language learners cultivate this dual proficiency, ensuring their voice resonates both locally and globally?
Engaging with diverse media in both languages is a great start. Imagine watching a documentary in English and discussing it in your native language. This approach not only sharpens fluency but also deepens cultural understanding.
Let's switch gears and explore specific techniques to elevate English speaking skills. Sarah, what's one technique that stands out for you?
One effective technique is shadowing. It's like being an actor rehearsing lines. You listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say in real time. I did this with TED Talks and it transformed my intonation and rhythm.
Fascinating approach. However, some might find shadowing challenging without immediate feedback. How can learners overcome this hurdle?
Great question. Pairing shadowing with recording and playback can be immensely helpful. I used to record myself shadowing, then compared it to the original. This self-assessment fosters a critical listening ear and self-correction.
As learners advance, what's a forward-looking strategy to maintain and further enhance their speaking prowess?
Engaging in language exchange programs is invaluable. It's like diving into a cultural immersion pool where you not only practice speaking but also gain insights into diverse perspectives and idiomatic expressions.
Let's delve into common obstacles learners face on their journey to English fluency. Sarah, what hurdles do you see most frequently?
A major obstacle is the fear of making mistakes. It's like a mental block that keeps you from speaking freely. I recall a student from Italy who was so afraid of mispronouncing words that she avoided speaking altogether.
That fear is indeed pervasive. Yet, isn't there a risk of being too relaxed about errors, potentially ingraining bad habits?
Absolutely, it's crucial to strike a balance between fluency and accuracy, encouraging learners to embrace mistakes as learning opportunities while also seeking constructive feedback creates a supportive environment.
Looking ahead, what innovative solutions can help learners overcome these psychological barriers?
Virtual reality language apps are a promising solution. Imagine being in a virtual cafe in London, ordering coffee and interacting with avatars. It's an immersive, low-pressure way to build confidence and fluency.
Finally, let's explore the future of English language learning. Sarah, how do you envision the evolution of language education in the next decade?
I see a future where personalized learning pathways dominate. Leveraging AI, each learner could have a customized curriculum that adapts to their pace and style. It's like having a personal language coach available 24/7.
That sounds revolutionary. Yet, might such technology overshadow the human element crucial in language learning?
A valid point. The human touch is irreplaceable. These technologies should complement, not replace, human interaction. Hybrid models that blend AI with human tutors could offer the best of both worlds.
As we wrap up, how can educators and learners prepare for this future to maximize their language learning potential?
Staying open to new methods and continuously updating teaching strategies will be key. Encouraging a growth mindset and embracing technological advancements can propel learners to new heights in English fluency.
Fear of speaking is a common barrier for many language learners. Alex, what are some strategies to overcome this fear, based on your own experience?
Absolutely, fear can be a major obstacle. When I started learning, I found that acknowledging fear was key. For example, I used to freeze when speaking, but breaking the task into smaller parts helped. Imagine you're climbing a mountain one step at a time. This mindset shift really alleviated the anxiety.
That makes a lot of sense. However, some might argue that focusing on mistakes can be discouraging. What's your take on this?
That's a valid point, but embracing mistakes as learning opportunities is crucial. Everyone stumbles, even seasoned speakers do. It's like learning to ride a bike where falls are inevitable but valuable. This perspective encourages progress rather than perfection.
Looking forward, how can learners incorporate this mindset into daily practice?
Moving forward, I suggest setting small, achievable goals. This could be speaking for 5 minutes daily or practicing with a friend. Over time, these small victories build confidence and reduce fear, paving the way for fluency.
Thinking in English is a crucial step towards fluency. Maria, how can learners transition from translating to thinking directly in English?
Great question. Transitioning is like training a muscle. Start with simple thoughts in English, narrate your day internally. I began by describing my morning routine in English like I'm brushing my teeth now. This familiarization process gradually rewires your brain.
Some might worry that this is too challenging and time-consuming. What do you say to that?
I understand that concern, but it's about consistency, not speed. Think of it as planting a garden. Growth takes time, but daily care ensures it flourishes. The effort pays off when your thoughts naturally form in English without translation.
What are some future strategies for learners to keep practicing thinking in English?
In the future, try integrating English into more aspects of your life. Use English for shopping lists or keep a journal. These small, consistent practices reinforce the habit of thinking in English, ultimately leading to more natural fluency.
Expanding vocabulary is vital, but context is key. Alex, what's your advice on learning vocabulary in context rather than through rote memorization?
Vocabulary in context is like learning to swim by swimming. Reading and listening to content you enjoy exposes you to words in their natural habitat. I found learning phrases from TV shows particularly effective. It's like picking up words from a conversation among friends.
However, some learners might find it hard to remember new words. How would you address this challenge?
It can be tricky, but repetition in varied contexts helps. Think of it as meeting someone new multiple times before remembering their name. Engage with new words repeatedly in different settings and they'll stick.
What are some future-oriented methods to naturally grow one's vocabulary?
Looking ahead, immerse yourself in diverse media, books, podcasts, news. This varied exposure enriches your vocabulary bank with words you'll likely encounter in real conversations, making them easier to recall and use.
Practicing solo can be incredibly powerful. Maria, could you share some techniques for practicing English on your own?
Certainly, techniques like shadowing where you mimic native speakers and mirror talk where you speak to your reflection are fantastic. I used to role-play scenarios alone, like ordering coffee, which prepared me for real-world interactions. It's like rehearsing a play.
Some might feel self-conscious about practicing alone. What would you suggest to counter this?
Feeling awkward is normal, but remember, nobody's watching. It's like practicing a dance routine by yourself before performing. The key is consistency and treating it as a personal growth exercise, not a performance.
How can learners continue to leverage these techniques for future progress?
For sustained progress, integrate these exercises into your routine. Dedicate time each day, even if it's brief. Over time, this commitment will enhance your fluency and comfort with the language, preparing you for any conversation.